Hi everyone. This grammar lesson is on articles. You can find more information about this topic in this grammar book if you're interested. So the articles we're going to discuss are indefinite article, an, definite article, the, and the zero article, which basically just means nothing. We will review when and how they are used. Indefinite article, an. When do we use a versus an? I usually drink a cup of coffee every morning. I usually eat an apple in the afternoon. Kyle is getting an MA in Latin American Studies. I have to write a eulogy for my grandmother's funeral. So what is the rule? Is used before a consonant sound, like cup or eulogy. This is kind of like a Y sound, like you, okay? An is used before a vowel sound, like apple or NMA. Here it's like an E sound, M, like an EM, NMA. Okay, so it's not the actual letter, it's the sound that determines whether you use a or an. We use an and to introduce a singular noun. There's an excellent show on TV tonight. You cannot say there's excellent show on TV tonight. Singular count nouns must have an article or other determiner. Because the noun show is a singular count noun, I have to have an article. You could use an, the, my, this, like this excellent show, my excellent show, an excellent show, but you can't have nothing. Okay, if you have a singular noun, you have to have a determiner, and one of them can be a or an. If you're referring to a singular count noun for the first time in a discourse, the indefinite article is used. I came home yesterday afternoon and found a lizard in my kitchen. The lizard must have entered the house from the back door. This is the first mention, okay? So it's the first mention. I'm going to use a. After that, you can use the, okay? What's wrong with this sentence? I have serious problem with this computer. You need an a. Because I have a singular count noun problem, I need a determiner. Okay, singular count nouns must have a determiner. We use a and an to define or classify something, like jambalaya is a rice dish that is native to South Louisiana. So I'm defining this rice dish. We use it also to talk about one, like I picked a lemon off the neighbor's tree. Or I saw a dog across the street. Okay, I'm meaning one. This means one. I saw one dog. We use an for a general truth about a singular count noun. A teacher should plan lessons. A piano has 96 keys. I'm talking about general truths about these things, so I use a. And we do not use a or an with non-count nouns. So what are those? The non-count is like water, rice, words that don't have an S, okay, that aren't plural. For example, time is money. I wouldn't say a time is a money because time and money are these non-count nouns that are not pluralized. Okay, now let's talk about the definite article. When do we use the? The can be used with both count and non-count nouns. Like, where are the cups? Or where is the remote control? Where's the coffee? Use the also to refer to a specific thing or person. That's why we call it the definite article, because it's specific. Like, example, the window in the kitchen has been closed all day. I'm referring to this specific window. okay? And it usually includes, it's made specific by including prepositional phrases like which window, the window in the kitchen. So this is a prepositional phrase telling me which window it is. So we use the for something specific. We use a for something general. A window is usually rectangular in shape. Here I'm not talking about something specific. We use the when the item is identifiable to both the writer and reader or speaker and listener from the context, environment, or shared cultural knowledge. Example, can you turn on the air conditioner? This air conditioner, we both know which air conditioner we're talking about, and it's something specific, and we both can identify it. Don't go in there. The dog will bite you. Again, we both know there's a dog there. Or the library is closed. This is shared cultural knowledge. As I mentioned before, we can use the for discourse continuity. Use the for the second and all subsequent references to the same item or synonyms of that item. I came home yesterday to find a lizard in my kitchen. Here's the first time I'm mentioning it, so I'm using a. After that, I'm going to use the. The lizard was about a foot long. So now it's identifiable. We both know which lizard we're talking about, so it's specific. So we're going to use the definite article. We use the also with superlatives, rankings, or comparisons, like the next test, the first day, or superlatives like the best, the farthest, the happiest. It's like the most. And also comparisons. The more time you spend editing, the more corrections you will make. We also use the in general statements about a whole species, class, or category. The Apple computer wasn't developed by Bill Gates. So here it's a category or something, a kind, or the green sea turtle is on the threatened and endangered list. So this is a species. We use the with unique, one-of-the-kind items, especially when talking about nature, like the moon, the sun, the earth. We use the with certain proper nouns, the United States, the Pacific Ocean, the Netherlands, the Mississippi River, the Padres, the Academy of Arts. The last thing I want to talk about is when do we not use anything, which we call the zero article. No article is needed when referring to a whole group, class, or category. In other words, no article is needed when referring to a thing in general, plural count or non-count nouns, rather than to a specific member of a group. We need to buy furniture for the house. I've never been interested in studying nature. These are non-count nouns. I don't say furnitures or natures, and I'm talking about it in general. So I actually don't put anything. Okay, so remember, for non-count nouns, we don't put anything, okay, when we're talking about it in general. And the same is true for plural count nouns. Beaches offer a place to play or to relax. I'm talking about beaches in general, and it's a plural noun, so I don't put anything. Whereas if I say the beach in Coronado is beautiful, here I'm being specific, so I want to use the definite article. We use the when you refer to a specific kind in a general thing, like love is universal. Here I don't have anything because it's non-count. I'm talking about something in general. The love felt by parents is universal. Here I'm talking about a specific love felt by parents, so I'm defining it. It's a specific kind. Here are some more examples. I have a deep interest in nature. I have a deep interest in the nature of rainforests. Again, I'm being more specific here, whereas here I'm being general. No article is needed with most proper nouns. Those are names of people, places, events, like Argentina, Microsoft, Washington. There are some exceptions. For example, words with united, like the United States of America or the Netherlands. So a lot of times with plural names of countries, we use the Republic of the Congo, the United Nations. Okay, when you see these words or something plural and it's the name of a country, or an organization, we might use the. No article is needed with specific directions, north, south. No article is needed with diseases like HIV, cancer, diabetes, heart disease. But we have some exceptions like the mumps, the flu, the measles, the chicken pox. No article is needed with months, dates, days, holidays, or seasons like Christmas and December. No article is needed with chapters, numbers, highways, and interstates, like chapters 3 and 4. I don't need the. No article is needed with commonplace words in certain idiomatic expressions, like I'm at home, he's still in bed, he's still on vacation. So these are idioms that don't take anything. Thanks for listening.